Still on Egbe Onipadan, Oweere. That's the heavenly mate that uses Masquerade sacred cane. A lot of people are going through so much because they didn't make discovery. They didn't ask questions before they get married or before they started relationship. For example, before a man gets married to a woman, you should know everything about the woman's life, about the woman both spiritually and physically. For example, the woman might be someone that is the head of her own heavenly mates, her own spiritual group. And the thing that must not be done to her, or she must not do, is to cry, or a man should beat her. Now you are married to the woman, to such woman, you don't know who she is spiritually. And then something happens, probably she wronged you, or you saw something that you didn't like, you didn't ask questions. Out of anger, you decided to beat her, or you insulted her, which hurt her so much and made her start crying. Once she cries, a lot of bad things are going to happen to the man. Or you are married as a woman to a man who heads a spiritual group as Ajaguno. And one of his don'ts, or the things he shouldn't do, is a woman having another man have sexual intercourse with her while being married to her husband. If such thing happens, a lot of things might go wrong or will go wrong for both parties, and especially the woman. Or you accuse your wife wrongly, not knowing where she is from, especially if the woman is from Egbe, because most Egbe, they usually carry their wealth and give to their husband, their partner. And the thing a man must not do to them is getting married to another wife. This is going to bring a lot of anger, and then will make them collect their IG and return it. So what if the man, because he becomes rich, not knowing fully well where his wealth came from, so out of excitement, out of trying to be, trying to explore, he got married to another woman without the consent of the first wife. And eventually the first wife get to know. If she decide to be sad or cry or call on her members, they will collect the wealth, and the man is going to become wretched. He's going to become very poor. So there are so many things you need to know about yourself or about your partner, and even about your children. Some of our children, you can't use cane on them. You can't make them cry. You can't beat them. This is where they come from. If you do, a lot of things are going to go wrong. So it's very, very important to know where you belong, the hierarchy of position you belong, the peer group you belong in the spiritual realm. That's the heavenly mate group you belong. Your do's and don'ts, the things you should do every now and then, the things you should not do, how to appease them, the sacrifices, and every other thing. This will help us be able to fulfill destiny. This will avert lots of troubles. This will help us to know who we are and how to align. So send a DM today for reading or for consultation to know everything about your life's blueprint. They all work hand in hand. You need to know the Orisha you come with. You need to know your purpose, your mission, the heavenly mate group you belong to, the hierarchy of position. If you are married, the heavenly spouse. If you have children in the spiritual realm, All of these things you need to know. You need to know your taboos, the zodiac sign you belong, everything, they all work hand in hand. So once you know all these things and you align, things will start unfolding, things will start working out for you gradually. But you must note that everyone on earth usually have rainy day. Things can't be too smooth. Of course, there are going to be rainy days, but you will know how to attend to those rainy days. You will know the things to do. And spirituality is a personal race. What happens or works for A might not be the same thing that's going to work for B or C. It's a personal encounter. So your experiences are going to be quite different from B's experiences or C's experiences. So you need to know who you are, your origin, your history, everything about your heritage, everything about your life in order to fulfill destiny. You need to know how to use your spiritual powers, your spiritual gifts. You need to know how to align. All of these things are very, very spiritual. They are very, very powerful. They are very, very paramount. Thank you.